Hi, I'm going to show you how to make a cherry blossom branch out of stuff you have in your house. You're going to need a white plastic bag, a brown plastic bag, some scissors, some pipe cleaners, and a branch that you found in the ground, not on a tree. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to smooth out your bags, and then we're going to cut across widthwise, once right below the handles, and then once right above the gusset. And this is going to leave you with a nice wide sleeve. Now you're going to fold it in half, and then in half again, and in half one more time, and you're going to cut the edges off. So you're going to cut all of the folds and just sort of make everything a little more uniform. Once you have those pieces of plastic, you're going to take off maybe like the first 3 or 4 plies, and that's going to give us one blossom. You're going to fold it in half, and smooth it down, and then we're going to fold it in half one more time on a little axis there, and then we've got that one folded edge. Radiating out from that one corner, you're going to fold the 2 diagonal corners together to make a little triangle there. Smooth it on down, and then you're going to fold that edge over one more time. So you have all of the folded edges together on one side and then one edge on the other, and we're going to cut up in an arc going from the folded edge to the sort of more uniform edge, and you can notch the end of the petals if you want. And now what I like to do is I'll just sort of take a peek and see how the petals are looking. It's not quite deep enough for my preference, so I'm going to fold it back up, and I'm going to cut it a little deeper on that folded edge just to give it a little more of a definition of the crease in the blossoms. And then when I open it up, it looks like a little heart, and that's great. So we're just going to open it up the whole way, and we have the makings of our first cherry blossom. Now for the interior part of the stamen, we're going to take that brown bag, and similar to what we did with the white one, we're going to fold it over a couple times, and then we're going to take our scissors and we're going to cut the edges off. And so we have a square that's roughly 2.5 inches or 2 inches by 2 inches. And it's okay if these are going to be irregular and shaggy, because the centers of a cherry blossom aren't very regular either. So we're just going to fold it in corners, and we're going to cut an arc from one corner to its opposite corner. So if you were to open it, it would look like a kind of an ugly circle. We're just going to neaten this little arc up, and then we're going to cut randomly little triangles into the center, and this would be easier if I was using better scissors, but I'm not going to use my good scissors on these plastic bags. So we're just going to hack away, and again, if it's shaggy and irregular, that's totally fine. It's going to be helped by the fact you can pluck the little triangles out with your fingers, and that'll help give it some dimension and verisimilitude with the blossoms itself. And cut the little edge off, the little tip for the hole for the pipe cleaner that we're going to put through there. We're just going to open that up, and yep, shaggy and irregular and weird, just what we're going for. Now again, you have your white bag. We're going to cut that arc, and then we're going to open it up, and then we've got our blossoms, and we're going to take our centerpiece, cut that arc, make it some weird triangles, and open it up. And then we're going to take those pieces and our pipe cleaner, and we're going to bend a little button on the end of the pipe cleaner, and then just feed the 2 centerpieces up. And then the same thing with our cherry blossoms, and here they are kind of rotated out. Squeeze them together, give it a little wrap on the back, and that's how that piece goes together. Now one more time, we're going to put a little button on the end of the pipe cleaner, just one little rotation, a little nugget if you will, and you're going to take, that's right, both layers of your brown center and poke that pipe cleaner through the center, and just push them all the way up to that button that you've made. And then behind that center part, we're going to do another button. So another one, sort of 1-ply round, where we sandwich the brown plastic bags between the 2 yellow buttons and kind of fluff them up a little bit. And then you can take your blossoms and just poke your pipe cleaner through the blossoms. And that second button also helps give it a little dimension between the blossoms and the centerpiece. And then this, again, you don't have to be exact about it, because nature isn't terribly exact, just sort of gather it up, give it a little twist behind, and then you can take the pipe cleaner and I wrap it around once or twice, and then you can fluff it out again, and there you go. You have made your first cherry blossom using a bag that you got from a store while you were probably buying something hopefully fun. Now you've got your blossoms, and we're going to take them and we're just going to use that tail of the pipe cleaner and wrap it around a branch. I like to start, I look for a big nubbin on the branch, and that's where I will put my first blossom. And just take that pipe cleaner and wrap it around. And you want the branches to be pretty, or you want the blossoms to be pretty tight on the branch, and just give it a little fluff. And then you can adjust them as you want to, and then just continue till you have as many blossoms on the branch as you want. I like to have about 5, I think, 4 or 5. And you can have a little fake spring inside with your plastic bag cherry blossoms. Now, the cherry blossoms I did not have any color on them, but I did do an experiment where I found that food coloring will stain a plastic bag, so I took some apple cider vinegar, because that was the only vinegar I had in my house, and some pinkish red food coloring. And the reason you want to use vinegar is because most food dyes are acid-based, and that will bond with the hydrogen molecule. And so I took a blossom and I just dipped it in the food coloring and shook it off a little bit, because you don't want it super saturated, and doesn't that look appetizing? But let it sit there for a little bit, and then when you rinse it off, you get a beautiful translucent pink tip, so you can do that to your cherry blossoms too if you want to be super fancy. It does stain your fingers, as you can see in some of the other videos, but as you can see, I did not use any stained cherry blossom